we should be live now, so welcome everyone, and thank you for coming. We are back for our regular Friday night write-in. If this is your first time here, thank you for coming. If this is not your first time here, welcome back.
You poor things.
Yeah, I'm not sure what you're up to, but I'm glad you're having a good time. I mean, I'm not going to judge. I keep doing it, so the fuck do I know? So I'm going to have everybody introduce themselves. I'm going to start with CJ.
So I'm CJ Bloyer. I am a writer of things. Tonight I'm going to be editing. Whatever I do, I'm going to be editing.
Okay.
I'm not sure what I'm going to be editing yet.
All right, Tamara.
Hello, my name is Tamara Woods, and I'm a cozy mystery author, and I am finishing these edits, and I'm sending them, and I should be able to finish them during this stream. So I am hyped. I am so happy. Oh my God.
I'm excited for you.
I can't wait to send them off. Yeah.
I know you've been ready to be done.
Yeah.
It's like this weird relationship you get with your work where you're like, I love you so much, get the fuck out of my face.
Mm-hmm. Right?
Yeah. Go into the world and do your thing. Leave me alone.
Yes. I'm done with you.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, the difference is with your project, you're like, just go away. With your kids, they keep coming back.
All right. And we'll have Dana.
Hi, my name is Dana Gollin. I am an adult author. I write adulty things, but today I am trying to find my desk under 5 years of my life. So, yay!
By adult, she means dirty stuff. Morgan's turn.
Hi, I'm Morgan Hazelwood. I'm a blogger, vlogger, and I write fantasy. Tonight, last week I finished my revision, and this week I realized my revisions broke the pacing for basically everything in my novel. So I'm going to be seeing if I can fix that.
That is a description of how everything I have done for the last 7 days has been.
It hurts. It hurts a lot.
It's so obnoxious. Like, it's like I do all of this thing, and then...
Yup. Yep.
I went to Walgreens right before this and I bought cat food and stuff, and then I bought myself a 12-pack of soda. And I'm walking out with all my stuff in my hands, and the 12-pack rips open and goes all over the parking lot. There's soda spraying out from under my car. Some random dude, like, hurries up and puts his mask on and comes over and helps me.
That's nice.
Yeah,
Did
it was
they
very nice of
replace
him, but I
it?
felt like a jackass. Huh?
Did they replace your 12-pack?
No.
What?
No.
See,
Did you ask?
No.
I would have put
That's what
all
my
those
cans look like.
I would have put all those cans back in the box and been like, you need to tell Coca-Cola that they need to package their stuff better. And then they'd have been like, okay, yeah, go ahead and get another one.
Dr. Pepper boxes are the worst.
Yeah.
They're the worst. But anyway, I should probably introduce myself. You were done, right, Morgan? I didn't cut you off.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
That's all I had.
All right, sorry. I'm a little weird today. Partly because I got an eye exam and I can see stuff,
Love that.
and it doesn't hurt.
Yay!
And my cat's better, and he caught a snake last night
Oh,
in my living room.
what type of snake?
It's a garter snake.
Okay, but
Yeah.
it still shouldn't be in the house.
No, but Crowley was so proud of himself, and then he was like super depressed that we took it away.
That's a great
Oh.
name.
Yeah, his name's Mr. Crowley. Well, his full name is Mr. Bob Huge Hands Crowley, the Winnebago County assessor, and his royal cryness. That's his full name.
I mean,
There's a guy who is the county assessor in Rockford, and in my county, and his signs just say Crowley on them. So we decided that he was running for county assessor, and then randomly sometimes on Thursday nights, which is when they have the county board meetings, he'll sit at the front door and cry. I'm like, well, you should have gotten your own ride. I'm not taking you to your county board meetings.
Oh, wow.
Yep. So, Anyway, I should probably introduce myself. I am Sarah. This is my channel. There's links down below for all of my friends here. There's links down below for me. I've been on a little bit of an internet hiatus other than Twitter, where I've been tweeting. So I'm a little weird today. And I've also just been drinking Rockstar because I was out of soda until right before this. So, anyway, I'm going to go through the comments. Jeannie is here. I don't know if Jeannie was first because she didn't say first, but Elizabeth said second, so I would assume Jeannie was first. At 4 o'clock, good Lord. Thank you for coming so early. Elizabeth Fairfax, Leora, Meadow, CJ pulling the double duty, as well as Tamara, and yes, I said duty. Eva says, sometimes I wish I was fake people. That is a valid point. If I was fake people, I could write some things like an extra couple bucks in my bank account. Maybe I live on Mars. And then I don't have to live in this. Anyway.
What a dumpster fire.
Yeah, no shit. Barbara is here. Sarah Keefe is here. I read that comment wrong. I won't tell you what I read. But it's on a porn site. And Jeannie, I assume coming back. Allie is here. The Dawdling Writer is here. Mary. And 3Bs is here as well. Welcome, welcome. Morgan pulling double duty in the chat as well. Yes, Mr. Crowley is feeling much better. I'm going to poke him in a few minutes so that you guys can see how much better he is, and he'll be mad as hell. Renee and House is here as well. Not really much late. We haven't started any sprints yet. Elsie is here. And that looks like it is everyone. So thank you guys all for hanging out. If you have not hit the like button, I would appreciate it if you did. And if you have not subscribed, that would be great as well. Hitting the little bell icon and selecting all will make sure that you see the videos in theory. So I think it works better when you're smaller. I think more people get notified. Because I think there's like a maximum cap of how many notifications they send out or something maybe. Because like it seems like my smaller channel friends, I get notifications always. So maybe it's just because it's easier to manage 150 people than it is to manage 5 million.
Yeah, you know, now that you mention it, I don't often get notifications for bigger channels. Unless it's like Jenna Marbles.
But they show up like first in your feed.
Yeah. And I do get Jenna Marbles notifications, but I also watch every one of her videos within 24 hours.
Right.
Always.
Did she post this week?
No. She and Julian posted a video on Monday on the podcast channel basically saying they didn't feel right being silly and doing stupid stuff in the middle of everything going on, and that they support the Black Lives Matter movement, and basically they just didn't feel right doing it. So. Right. But it was a nice little video. It's like, I don't know, under 20 minutes. So if you're interested, totally worth watching.
Yeah. I get that.
Yeah, and they did it well, as they always do. They're always very respectful.
Yeah. They're smart.
Yeah, they're really good at managing things like that. It's almost like you don't have to be a total douche. Minx Kenosha is here. Hello. Alright, I'm gonna wake up Sleepykins so you guys can see that he's doing good. Oh, wakey, we're gonna show off your naked neck too. See, he had to get blood work done, so he's got some nakedness on his neck.
Aww.
He says, Mama woke me up. I don't like to show it off, it's
Why are
naked.
you making fun of me?
He is feeling much better, hence the struggling, because he just was like a shell. That's the thing. And he is not he's not a shy cat, so like he hid for a day and I was like, oh, this isn't good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if he's up for hunting snakes, then he's.
Oh, and he was so proud of himself too.
I mean,
I'm sorry
I'd be
that they
proud of
don't
him,
travel in
too.
packs.
I don't want snakes in my house.
Anytime Shira brings me like a mouse or something that should not be in the house and makes its way in here, I'm like, oh, good girl, you want some treats?
Yeah, I did. Like, we took the snake away and threw it outside.
Yeah.
And we took him in and gave him treats, and then everybody got treats. So, because,
Yeah.
Nobody ever told me that snakes are like chickens and keep moving after you cut their heads off. And I accidentally ran over one with the lawnmower. And why does nobody mention that snakes run around after their heads are chopped off? It's not just chickens.
Yeah, like I find it humorous when like transplants from other states come to Arizona and they're so proud of themselves when they kill a rattlesnake and then they get bit by the severed head because they don't realize that snakes can still bite after they've been decapitated.
Yeah, because the venom's stored, like, they can't make any more venom, but whatever's in there is there.
Yeah, and I always love the ones where they're like, look at what I did. It starts moving, and they're all, whoa!
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah, that would be me.
newbie. No.
I didn't want to go anywhere near the parts after I killed it.
Yeah. Well, I was really proud of Oink. I mean, typically I am like, leave the lizards alone because they eat flies and all kinds of stuff. But yesterday she was out there stalking along the wall, and I was like, what is she getting? And she was like, and just got it. She got this big old lizard that was just trying to hide from her, and she's like, I'm smarter than you. Yeah, so she's definitely a hunter.
All right, so it's probably time to do a sprint. I would assume it's probably about that time. If you're new here, I haven't seen anyone new, but that doesn't mean nobody new is here. If you're new here, we do 15-minute sprints on my channel because I like that. If somebody has some sort of desire to do something different, let me know. Because if, like, the consensus is everybody doesn't want to do that, whatever. But I just tend to like 15-minute sprints, so there you go.
I can't remember whose stream it was on, but I got like dubbed as like the 20-minute preferential sprinter. And even though I do like the 20-minute sprints, I was like, I like 15 too sometimes. I don't know how I got like crowned the queen of 20-minute sprints. If I'm doing 20-minute sprints, it's because I got nothing to say. And I'm like, all right, let's just work.
You have nothing to say?
Oh,
It
my
happens.
goodness.
Sometimes it happens. It's not always good when it happens, but it does happen.
Maybe it's when you're like in the writing groove.
No.
I'm gonna say something to 3Bs, and it might be scandalous, but I don't actually know what Categories is.
Oh,
I know it's a board game, but I don't.
Yeah.
Is that the one we have to draw?
I have no idea.
That's Pictionary. Categories is where there's a category and you have to list all the things that go in that category.
Oh.
Or that start with maybe you roll a die and there's a
letter.
Get a letter, and then you have to list all of the things that are associated in that category that start with that letter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it broken down into like color, name one color, or is it?
No, it's like at the if I recall correctly, and keep in mind it's been probably 20 years since I played it.
Right.
But there's like a like kitchen items, and then you roll a die and it's a V, and you have to think of all the kitchen items you can come up with that start with a V.
Oh, okay.
This is why I don't play board games. That sounds fucking stupid. I'm sorry. That just sounds terrible to me.
But when you play with a group, then you get points for which ones
has the most.
Oh, that's what it is. You have a list of things. Thank you, Meadow. You have a list of things, and you have to list one thing for each, all starting with the same letter.
Okay.
I just like playing board games because I like to win.
I have a board game called Library, which is you get each card has a title of a book and the author, and then the first line of the book. And there's a librarian, and it's spelled L-I-E, like lying. and the librarian, who's basically like the dealer or whatever, everybody gets a sheet of paper and you write down what you think the first line of that book is. And the librarian writes down the actual. And then you mix all the papers up, and then the librarian reads them out loud, and you have to guess who wrote which one and which one was the correct one. And you get points based on how correct you are. That's a weird
That's the
game.
same rules for, what's the name of the game? It's about what should this word mean and what does it actually mean, and whoever gets the most votes gets it, even if it's not the real definition.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
My friends love board games. I can usually take or leave them.
I hate it.
I have to be in the right company.
I will play Monopoly with CJ. That's the list.
I once spent 30 days playing board games with my sister and her boyfriend and my family, and in that entire month, I won 2 rounds of Yahtzee. And usually my sister would be losing, give all her pieces to her boyfriend, and then he'd finish swamping the board because he was already winning. So I think that kind of soured me a little.
Yeah. I'll play Main Kala with Mini Monster because she lets me win sometimes.
I like games that take less than 90 minutes and that I don't feel like I'm losing for the entire time. So, and at a board game day, I will not learn more than 1 new game in a day.
I like card games. My grandmother, who is a very, that is beautiful.
Awesome.
I've never played it. I don't want anything
pristine in package.
I don't want like the stickers to come off of the die or anything. They're really cool. I'm that kind of person.
No shame, none whatsoever.
My friends got me a card game called the Tea Dragon Inn because I love webcomics and it's based on a webcomic, and they didn't know that it already had the print copy of the book. It's really pretty, but the game's pretty simple. But the art's gorgeous.
That's sweet though.
Yeah. I was like, my friends know me. They know I hate complicated games, and they know I like this type of art, and they don't even know I was a fan of it, but they gave it to me.
Dana,
anyway.
you can just turn your camera off. It's fine.
Oh, it's no big deal.
I reset everything up so that we don't have to have the thing. I don't put the names in OBS anymore. I just use the names that are on screen. So,
okay.
So you guys might move around, but
Okay.
We'll have our actual names.
I just wasn't sure if everybody.
yeah, because that was the only reason I really cared before, is because I wanted your name to be stuck with.
Right. Okay.
But yeah. So yeah, board games sound like torture to me. I'm glad you guys all enjoy them, but that sounds like hell. I don't do wholesome things, so like, no. You want to smoke weed and play some Katamari? On board. Gotcha, girl. I got the Katamari even.
I'm like, what's Katamari?
It's a video game.
Oh, it's so much fun.
It's like one of the most Japanese weird video games ever.
It's so
it's
surreal.
basically a rubber ball rolling around, and whatever it rolls around, it picks up if it's smaller than it.
Yeah, and then
the ball
it
grows
and it gains gravity and picks up bigger things. So you start out picking up like paper clips and push pins, and at the end of it, you're picking up like planets.
But when you pick up the people, they go, ah!
And they shake,
and they shake. It is and then they shake as long as they're on your ball. So like as the ball is rolling, you've got these people that are like shaking on it, and you're just like, oh my goodness. It's delightful. And the art is just ridiculous. Oh, it is.
I would die. I would die if I was eating cookies and playing that game. I would die. You guys would just have to put me in a box by the end of the night. I would laugh myself.
It's the best. The music on it is fabulous too. It's like largely like actually Japanese music, and it's just like it's the most fun music in the whole world.
Yeah. It's just sweet and...
Oh, yeah, it's so much fun. It's the best. So if you are interested, look up Katamari music. I'm going to write it in here.
Okay.
So you guys can spell it. But yeah, look up the music. It's lovely. It's so much fun. All right, so let's actually do a sprint. In 3, 2, 1, sprint. All right, that does it, everybody. How did you do? Is anyone here? Am I talking to myself?
Nope, I'm here. I hear you.
I'm here.
I hear you.
I skim edited the chapter going into the part where I think I have the pacing error and fixed some things I didn't even know was wrong until I looked at it.
Word.
I have my document in Pro Writing Aid, so I'm just going through all of those suggestions.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely catching my Grammarly. Hey! Oh, whoops.
Yeah, I'm having boys read to me right now so that I can do a couple of, like, big changes that are only need to be mentioned a couple times. So I'm running through it that way and then also sprinkling that stuff in. So it's a lot of me going,
I love the sprinkling. It's always less intricate than I think it's going to be, because you just need to put it in a few key places.
yeah, you don't, everything doesn't have to be the point.
Clobbering them over the head.
Yeah, there have been times when I've gone through first edit on something and I look at it and I go, you just explained how a door works for a whole paragraph.
Oh, I took out the 3 paragraphs on how to make applesauce.
Speaking of how to make things, Dana's been talking about a goddamn potato salad recipe, and I am going to fight her as soon as I'm done with Tamara.
Oh my gosh, I will send you.
Email me.
Potato. Yes, I will.
Okay.
I'll email you the potato salad recipe.
Because you've been talking about, I don't care when you give it to everybody else, but I'm a privileged human being who deserves the potato salad.
Yeah, I'm actually really glad that you said something about
Potato
it.
salad?
Yeah.
Well, everybody in the room.
I know. I've got a couple recipes, so I'll share them with you. But I've got one that's got a little bit of spice to it, and then I've got one that is like, it's got bacon in it, and so it's like bacon flavored potato salad. Yeah.
I don't see anything wrong with that.
Right?
Yeah,
And
that sounds delightful.
yeah, when I take that to like picnics and stuff, by the time I get to it, it's all gone. I'm like, so I always I'll make like 15 pounds to take with me to the picnic, and then I'll leave 5 of those pounds here at the house, because I'm like, I always get nothing. I get left with nothing.
Yeah, if CJ and I go to something, well, back when we lived together, especially when she lived in town or whatever, we would make this pasta salad and take it. And every time, we never got to eat any, so, like, we would leave some at home.
You have to.
Because, like,
Yep.
I'm not going to give it.
I don't do much cooking, but I do like deviled eggs for holidays and things. And my brother-in-law just kept giving me more and more of the trays until we finally had leftovers.
Oh wow! Yeah, those my deviled eggs are also something that if I don't leave some at home, I'm like, hello, I did all this cooking. Didn't you think I want some?
I could not eat a dozen eggs unless they were deviled.
Yeah.
That's why you double them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, you give me any other dozen eggs, no. But, like, I could eat 24 deviled eggs.
Yep.
No problem.
My thumbs get really tired after, I think, 18 eggs?
You gotta get an assistant.
The micro abrasions from, like, peeling the eggs just start to wear through my thumbs.
Aw.
So.
I used to do between 40 and 60 a day at the nursing home. Because they would give elderly people a hard-boiled egg in its shell.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
no.
they have arthritis. They can't hold a spoon.
It's hard enough for, like, people
Right.
with, like, fully functioning
Right.
hands to peel eggs.
And, like, these people live in a facility because they are unable to do certain things. Maybe don't leave their eggs in a shell.
Yeah.
Right.
Although I have done my deviled eggs with, like, the pre-shelled ones, pre-cooked. They're just not as good.
Mm-mm.
I boil my eggs in salt water, and then I shock the hell out of them. So as
Throw them
far
in the
as-
freezer.
well, I just put them in I
Ice
take the
bath.
ice,
Ice bath.
yeah, and I let the ice melt on the countertop while they're boiling, and then I shock the hell out of them. So then when I crack them, I roll them in my hands, and then they just peel off. So, and I learned that after like painstakingly, piece by piece, and then I would get a chunk of the egg, and then I'd be like,
Yeah.
so.
See, it's not just me.
gotta be-
Leora said they did that to her patients at the hospital she worked at, too.
They gotta be older eggs.
Peel
They
the
can't be
damn
fresh. They gotta be like at least a week, maybe 2 weeks bought in advance, because fresh eggs don't peel worth jack.
No, that's true.
Yep. And
I didn't know that, but
Scramble
I have
for the
another
first
choice.
week or two, and then devil them.
Eggs don't last in my
I'm
house.
so hungry now.
Me too, and I already had dinner.
Mr. Man came to me one night and he said, "Hey, my friend told me about this way of making eggs. Can you make me some eggs?" And I was like, it was seriously like midnight. And I'm like, well, I'm awake, so why not? Tell me about this. What am I doing? He's like, put 6 eggs in a muffin tin and bake them at like 2 or 300 degrees for 20 minutes. And I was like, that sounds freaking disgusting, but whatever, dude. So
Why didn't he do that?
2 carrots, that's why. He bought the cow. The cow's got to work, you know. So anyway, so I did this, right? He starts eating them. I peeled them, and on one side of them, they looked like they had gotten burned. And I was like, that looks disgusting. He starts eating them, and he's like, this is the best hard baked egg I've ever had in my life. And I'm like, just give me one. This can't possibly be good. It was good. It was really good. Like, other than the fact that the eggs look disgusting, I won't do it with deviled eggs. But yeah, from now on, I'm like, I'm just gonna. And
How well
peeling
do
them,
they peel? Yeah.
easy. Like you don't even have to shock them. You just crack them and then roll them in your hands, and they just peel right off. I mean, it was so simple.
Right?
It was weird.
He wants attention.
I mean, he deserves attention.
Hi.
He does all the attention.
He's just staring at me.
Yeah. No, if my husband operated the stove other than to like deep fry catfish, he might catch the house on fire. So, yeah, no.
All right, let me run through what everybody else got real quick. Allie played with the kitty and ate some Pop-Tarts. 3B's got 3-ish pages of edits. Elsie got 343. Jeannie got 192. Caro did some more graphic stuff. It'll be.
I got
it's-
215.
Oh. Leora edited 1.5 pages and acquired a ginger ale.
Ginger ale.
She's just trying to get us to start talking about
Right?
ginger ale.
Sarah
Okay.
did no writing, just moving words around and creating a new scene. That happens. Oh, Zuggernaut. Oh, my kitten is in the window chirping.
And now we have a CJ kitty.
She's like,
Hello.
So cute.
Yeah, and the fluffer-nuffer's behind me,
yep.
wagging her fluffy tail.
That is such a feather duster tail. I love it.
Oh.
Yeah, except she can't put it down.
And she
Like,
set
she
it on
physically
fire
cannot
before.
lay it down. So she'll stand on you and do this. And then, like, after 20 minutes, when I'm like, you have to go, she looks at me like, what did I do?
She's just making sure no dust lands on your fabulous eyelashes.
She also
that's all.
likes to come across my desk and, like, grab stuff with it and throw it on the floor.
I mean, that's her space.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's a butthole. She's very
She's
cute,
so freaking cute.
and
You
she weighs
can't
almost
help but love
nothing,
her.
but she's
Right.
a butthole. All right,
This tub of lard
he's a panther.
weighs. 18 pounds, y'all. He weighs 18.
Oh my
He's
goodness.
The size of a medium-sized dog.
Yeah.
Does he terrorize puppies?
I don't know. We haven't had, like, he hasn't. We keep thinking about, you can't, no, that's not yours.
Like,
Does he understand that concept? Not
No,
his.
everything is all his. Everything is his. Everything in the house, everything outside the house, us. When we leave the house and we come back, he stands in the front in the kitchen because we come in the back door. He's like, "Where have you been? And why did you abandon me? And why didn't you return sooner? And why didn't you take me with you?" And then he goes and pouts. Like,
and
on the other hand, he is incredibly sweet. But yeah, my other sister has a dog. She has 2 dogs, but she has a younger dog. The older dog's just a grumpy old man. And his whole world is going to my father's house and patrolling the fence to make sure that no cars come within 50 yards of my parents' house. How dare
that's
they?
So important.
Yeah, he's very serious about it, and but they have a terrier. She's like Dreamer's size. She's tiny, and her name is Trixie. And we keep thinking that it would be fun to introduce Ninja and Trixie to each other.
Mr. Crowley's down to 8.6 pounds, so.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness!
So tiny.
Dreamer's
the only
almost
reason-
6 pounds.
Oh wow.
My
She's
new
short.
puppy brother is a French bulldog, and my mom sends me pictures. Is about 12 weeks old now, and just hit, I think, 9 pounds.
Wow, I think Oink was 9 pounds when she was born. No.
Yeah. This
Little
one,
Chubba.
if it was potty trained, I would steal it. I can't wait for this whole quarantine thing to be over so I can go meet my new puppy brother. But his big brother is a Papillon who's like, maybe 15 pounds, and he's so tiny compared to this small dog. And not potty trained yet. Otherwise, I would totally steal him. But he has trouble going down the stairs because he's so little.
Yeah. Like my only hesitation to introducing a terrier to your house cat is how fast can your cat run?
He can run pretty fast.
Okay, because terriers, they have a very high small prey and they'll chase.
Trixie is like half his size.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
Yeah, okay. Because
She'll
we
be
had a
surprised if she
Jack
catches him.
Yeah, okay. Because we had a Jack Russell Terrier, and I thought for sure that she would totally be cool with our yard cat. No. And like, she actually broke our front window because the yard cat was like eating her breakfast, and she was like, rah! And she was only like 10 pounds maybe. And I was just,
I think Trixie's more like Mr. Crowley's weight. Like, she's 7 or 8 pounds. She's not very big. And she's more like a rat terrier, maybe. Closer.
Terriers definitely have that grab and shake mentality.
Oh, yes.
I had a friend who was dog sitting for another friend, and one of the dogs got out, and the dog-sitted dog killed one of their pets. It was not awesome, so just be careful.
Yeah.
yeah. The one thing I will say, go ahead. Oh, I was just gonna say, my Jack Russell was a great mouser. Like, she would patrol the yard, and like mice would come in the yard, and she would immediately just gotcha. I was like, good.
And Trixie is, so for some reason, one of the words that the dogs have learned is Grandpa's house. So they can no longer call it Grandpa's house. They call it the special place. When they're talking to anybody else. And so Goliath patrols the yard. Trixie sits on the wood pile and watches for squirrels. And if there are no squirrels to chase, there are moles that are in various yards. And apparently she has dug quite a cavern underneath my parents' camper.
Wow.
My dad has had to fill in a couple holes because she has been like, I'm going to get the moles. I'm going to get them. They're going to be mine. And we keep telling my sister, we're like, you got to be careful because she's going to catch something one of these days.
And it'll be yours.
Yeah. She's going to bring it in the house. Like,
She's going to be like, surprise!
And a lot of times they bring them in and they're not dead.
right? This is what I'm saying.
No.
Yeah, and then you got a circus on your hands. An invasion has happened. All right, let's go ahead and do a sprint because we are behind on sprints tonight. We're chatty, but you know what? Whatever. We're having fun. All right.
That's important.
We is going to do another 15 minutes in 3. Oh, hi, Great Fry. 2, 1, go! there we go. Woo! Hooray! Okay, so how did everybody do? My Zoom minimized on me, like it did that thing where it goes into like windowed mode so only the person talking shows up. And it just wigged the whole stream out. So I apologize for that. I don't know why it did it.
I was like, what was that? Because
Yeah.
I have it on my phone.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait, everything's white. We're still here. What's going on?
Just a shitstorm. Welcome to my shitstorm.
Oh, yeah. You'll have that.
So I thought I lost my sunglasses today. They were under the car seat, but like I was like, what am I gonna do?
No.
How will I survive?
Yeah. Sorry, I keep looking over there. Zug Tamoy is like staring at the ceiling. And she might just be insane, but there's also the thought of like, is there a spider up there?
No.
So I keep being like, there's not though, right? No, there's not. Let me double check again.
Yeah. When I can't find my sunglasses, I panic. Because driving here without sunglasses it's the worst. Because no matter what, one way or another, you're going to inevitably be behind that one jackass who has his windows tinted with that reflective tint. And you're like, thanks for burning my retinas, asshole.
Yeah. CJ probably remembers I sneeze uncontrollably if it's too bright.
Oh dear.
He's allergic to the sun.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I learned that in other states, like there are motorcycles with uplighting, and then you can see where they are after dark, and it's illegal in Virginia for no good reason, but like those stupid bright blue lights are totally fine.
I hate that. I hate those
The ones
lights
that
so
destroy
much.
your night vision.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I hate those.
I hate those, and you can use those, but you can't uplight a motorcycle so you can see it.
Right. All right, I'm going to run through these, and then I have a response to Jeannie there. So hold on one second here. Let me see where we're at.
I might get some chocolate. I'll be right back.
Mary can almost see the top of her desk. Jeannie got 275, but it turned out she had to cut it for later in the novel. Leora got another page. Sarah added a transition between scenes and got 197 words. Heather couldn't get back online with her laptop, so she got a bit of cleaning done. Great for I said, after going to streams this morning, I don't think I have any more words left in me, so I'm just here to chat. That works. We like having you here for that, too. All right, so Jeannie said, my cats used to stare at the walls. It was creepy. Yeah, so I had this problem where Mr. Crowley would stare intently at this one wall, and then after a while, I started hearing the mice in the walls that he was hearing.
Oh, wow.
Oh, no.
That's not awesome.
No. And you can still hear it, like, it's at my parents' house. Like, if you're in the room that we lived in, well, CJ and I lived in it, Travis and I lived in it when I was a kid. But if you're in there and there's nothing on, you will frequently just hear, like, a whoosh, 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 whoosh. And it's just something in the walls. Probably mice. But my parents' limestone is infested with snakes, so I'm not 100% sure.
I'd
But yeah.
rather have
What
my
is it with your family and snakes?
Oh, there's motherfucking snakes, and like we are close to the river, so everything's really moist. So garter snakes do really well here. So a lot of the yards are like infested with snakes.
And they also, it should be pointed out that her mother has a glorious garden,
She does.
and she cultivates, like, she's a magical being who cultivates. Like, she looks at a plant and it bursts into bloom. Magical.
I wish I had that.
Yeah, like you know how people always do like the cloning where you dip it in the cloning juice and then you. My mom can do that with any plant with none of the cloning shit.
wow.
She just like you give her like something like a cutting off of a plant. My mom will figure out how to make it alive.
Yep.
Oh,
She's a
wow.
magician. I don't know. And if I look at a plant too hard, it dies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually did some gardening today. I cut down this tree that was growing up next to my Japanese maple, and I got rid of these weeds that were like this high off the ground. They had flowers. They were like daisy things, but they were weeds. And I still don't have my mulch that I ordered 2 months ago, 3 months ago. Yeah. I went out and talked to them when they came by to like mow last week, and they're like, "It's coming. It'll be here next week." No mulch. The point of mulch is so you don't get weeds. If they'd shown up, I wouldn't have had to weed.
Wait. You pay someone to mow your lawn?
Yeah.
Don't they do the weeds too?
Not in the flower beds. And I got this house from a master gardener, and there are so many garden beds.
Okay.
And I kind of got a, not brown thumb, but it's not a great thumb. So I'm just trying not to destroy everything that I inherited when I moved here.
Oh, okay. I was like, if you're paying them to mow, they better pull some damn weeds too. But if they're in the flower beds, then
yeah. I'm like, I would like to give you money to mulch like 50% of my yard because that's how many flower beds I have. They apparently don't want my money, and I'm not mulching that much because that's like easily like 4 pickup truckloads worth of mulch I need.
Oh, good God!
That's beyond me. I'm just no. I could do like the sidewalk flower beds, but not the whole thing.
Oh wow.
It's not even possible.
I know. I thought that's what gardeners did. They gardened.
Yeah. No, these people just trim the lawn and do the weed whacking. They haven't done any. I don't have a gardener. I think those are pricier because they have to be able to tell the difference between weeds and not weeds.
That is a hard thing to do.
I think
We planted.
Not me.
I think the cat fell asleep staring up at the wall. She's awake again after I talked, but like she was just like she wasn't moving at all. I think she fell asleep for a second.
That's awesome. She was so zen.
She's really like really on it. She's like, what?
Yeah, she is.
But she's been staring right above the lamp until now because she heard me talking about her.
I mean, right above lamps are where like bugs and flies and stuff usually migrate. So maybe that's it.
But I don't see anything. But it's possible it's like a gnat. Because she did eat like an ant the other day. So she does not discriminate based on the size of the creature. If she can eat it, she will eat it. Oh, now she's looking closer to me. It better, whatever it is, better not be coming toward me, Dreamer or Zucktomoy. I don't like those fucking things. You better catch it. Eat it. Okay, we should definitely do a sprint before I don't know, we get derailed again, and we do like 2 sprints for the whole fucking night.
Bitch about weeding again.
Right? Like I don't even know. I don't know what's happening. Who am I? What day is it?
It's Friday because I'm at Sarah's sprint.
No, I'm Jake Paul.
Oh, okay.
Tamara's face. Like, oh dear God. She's like, I am in the wrong place.
You're all on the wrong channel. I'm on the wrong channel.
He's
I'm Jake
really bad.
Oh man, I could just like start and then not stop for the rest of the night. Okay, we're gonna do a sprint. In 3, 2, 1, write your fucking book. Hey, we are back from our writing sprint that some of us didn't participate in because we were over here being distracted with other shit. And by some people, I mean me.
Oh, I was gonna say, I thought you were talking about me. I was like, well, if my dumbass back east could get her shit together, we'd all be good.
No, I was talking about me. I didn't do anything. I got distracted. How did everybody else do?
I deleted 130 words. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to add more back because none of this makes sense.
Oh dear. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying it's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I got to the part where I thought my pacing was off, and it actually flowed better than I had imagined. I'd broken it, so it doesn't need as much tweaking. Just a couple very, very carefully chosen phrases that I haven't figured out yet.
Yay! Less tweaking
That's so
is
good.
good. We all appreciate the less tweaking.
Right? This is what I get for second guessing myself. I'm usually not as bad as I think I am.
Caro finished her
I
last
wish I could
graphic
say
and
that.
is now just hanging out, and that's awesome. I might go grab a
Nice.
glass of wine on the next sprint.
I toast you.
Right? Leora got 1.5 pages and 53 new words. Grumpy Owl Gaming showed up and has
Yay.
been chatterly, so if you didn't see that, that's all in the comments. Feel free to read and say hello. Let's see. I regressed, unfortunately. In trying to create space, I ended up cluttering it more. That is part of my process as well, Mary.
I feel that.
I look like a hoarder the moment I start cleaning because I'm like, I'm just going to pull everything out of this closet and start from scratch.
That's exactly how I felt. So this whole process started because I needed to find one piece of paper. One. But it had to be a piece of paper that I have not thought about since 2016.
Ooh.
Yeah. So this is what I've been doing for like the last, 4 days? I think I just piled everything on top of the desk, and then I was like, holy paper.
Did you find it? Have you found it yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I found it
Yay!
out. Yeah. Magically, after I took everything out of the drawers and stuff and put it on, it was one of the first things that I just happened to open up, and I was like, oh, there it is. And I still have 5 years of shit on my desk.
Right, but right now I've gotten it out and I know it's here, and like, I better do something about it.
Yeah. So I literally shredded, I want to say a yard, like those black yard bags that you put bodies in? I filled one of those with shredded paper.
I might have gone with leaves or.
Thank you for laughing at my jokes, Tamara. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. I'm amused when you are a homicidal maniac, I guess. I don't know.
The other three are like, yeah, that's Dana. Yeah, yard bags and bodies. Yep.
Like, hee hee, she's gonna murder.
No. She didn't say she was going to kill somebody. She's just going to help dispose of the body. Let's be very clear about what was alluded to here.
I mean, that's what good friends do.
That's right. That's right.
Nothing
Just
about murderizing.
That's right. If I get a text message in the middle of the night that says duct tape, Clorox, black bags, I know what's going down. Okay.
Murder is only acceptable in The Sims, and then it's acceptable in mass quantities.
Yeah, that's very true.
Very true.
If you need to murder people, go build yourself some Sims and light some fires, download some mods and shoot some guns, get a fucking chainsaw.
Does The Sims have yard bags?
Have yard
I mean,
bags.
technically they do, but they don't like sit out and you can't put bodies in.
I mean, I thought it was easy enough to kill your sim by having them try and use the microwave.
Oh, I don't know that it kills them in 4. At least not
honestly.
anymore.
I know people who have killed their own sim by not having the skill level and trying to use a microwave.
You can set the house on fire using a microwave.
Can
and
you?
if you're,
I've never had a fire
if
from a
your
microwave.
cooking skill is like 0.
I don't typically have a microwave in my houses, though, so I guess that's probably part of it. Because,
They're dangerous.
well, they just don't serve much of a purpose because you can have a quick meal without it, and who gives a shit if they have chicken nuggets or not?
That's a fair point.
I don't care.
Yeah, because
And also, I quit as soon as I get a toddler.
Don't you already like?
Toddlers are the devil. Oh my goodness.
That's how I feel about my life, which is why I didn't make children. I just quit as soon as I got to a toddler.
I'm an identical twin, and my sister has a 9-year-old. So genetically, I'm done.
Yeah.
I've just been playing Minecraft with her like 3 hours a week online. There, aunt duty done.
Right?
Awesome, Auntie.
Passing on the geek genes. We're good.
Delightful.
All right. We should do another sprint. I am distractible tonight. I don't know what's up with that. But
Like super tired.
here we are. I had a really rough week this week.
You were back in the office, weren't you?
No, I wasn't back in the office. We're still working from home, but I work in a law office, and the courthouse opened back up.
Oh, right.
So my boss is back in court, and we've been relying on the clerk's office to notify us of when they moved court dates to, and that has not been a good process.
So you can buy a flamethrower on Amazon and get it overnighted to your house. Propane sold separately.
I probably should not burn down a government building.
Oh, yeah.
I feel
probably
like
not.
that would get me in more trouble than I'm comfortable with. You know, like a neighbor's garbage can, maybe. But the public safety building, that's probably going to show up on my permanent record.
Yeah, that might. I honestly only use my flamethrower for gardening.
Yeah, and I can't run, so, like, they'd just be like, some fat chick lit the building on fire, then just, like, sauntered off. And everybody be like, that's Sarah.
That seems like a Joker move.
Oh, but you know, the Joker didn't fare well, so
True.
I'm not aiming for that. I'm not trying to be an evil genius or a criminal mastermind.
I believe that you're an excellent saunterer, though.
I could be an excellent saunterer. I am a cat cuddler. I'm good at that.
I mean,
I'm a pretty decent fire starter. We could team up. It could be a thing. You could be in the car. I'll start the fire, and we'll get away together.
Now I'm singing Prodigy songs in my head because I'm almost 40. All right, we should really do this. In 3, 2, 1, write words so that I can stop making an ass of myself. Well, publicly.
I hate this episode.
I got like 3 pages done.
Well, I'm not sure if you can see, but this side of my desk is now a desk and not a pile of shit. Yes. 5 years of sifting in a 2-hour time frame. Woohoo!
I have 3 more chapters to go, and then I'll be done.
Yes. So exciting.
I know.
I broke out a conversation about M dashes in the chat,
Yeah.
and I think I almost have my tiger fight scene working.
Woohoo!
I had an issue in which I had 2 different fight scenes that used the exact same magic to finish the fight, which was a little repetitive and maybe not what I wanted. So, fighting the soldiers differently than I fight the tiger seemed like a thing.
Those M dashes confuse me. Like, I understand what they are, but making them work properly in the Word document confuses me. I'm like, just do your thing, okay? Just do it.
Yeah.
So when you're done with these last 3 chapters, are you gonna send it out? You're gonna be done with it, or am I gonna pull an all-nighter reading through it again? Because I
I'm
totally
sending
will.
it off.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
I was like, guys, I totally will, just for you.
Yeah, 'cause it's going to a proofreader and then it comes back to me. So I'm not actually done with it forever, but I'm like, I'm much closer.
I had an interesting feeling today. One of the people I beta read for, or I read 1 chapter, I didn't read the whole thing, got traditionally published and featured on one of the big blogs today. And
Oh, that's really cool.
So cool.
Right. But also a little jealousy going on here.
Yeah, I mean,
that.
I think that's
Super
kind of natural.
excited. Yeah, it's a great story, and I'm super excited to read it in its final format. But I'm just like,
I think recognizing you're a little jealous is probably the most important thing about it, though.
yeah.
You know.
I'm very excited. She's
Right.
a sweetheart, and I'm super excited for her. I just there's that feeling.
Right, like in the back of your head, you're like, damn it, why can't I do that? That sucks.
Meanwhile, I'm on my 8th round of revisions with the same story I was working on when, I saw hers. So.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Sorry, I
Y'all
felt
are
the need
great.
to paint
Y'all
my
are
nails.
published. Y'all know when to stop editing. So brave.
That is not true.
I was gonna say, no.
No.
Some of us have to be told to stop, otherwise we're gonna kill it.
Yeah.
And I had a deadline, so
Yeah, that
that's what
helps.
told me.
That does help.
Yeah.
All right, well, I think we did 4 sprints. I hope so.
Probably.
I think so. Yeah, because I fucked around in 2 of them and I worked on 2 of them. We did 4.
Well done.
So I guess we should do outros. I'm gonna go the reverse of how I started. So Morgan.
So hi, I'm Morgan. I'm a vlogger, and unpublished fantasy writer. You can find me at morganhazelwood.com, YouTube/Morgan Hazelwood. Everywhere is Morgan Hazelwood, except Twitter, because somebody's camping on my name, and there I'm Morgan Hazelwood. I do writing tips and regularly musings. Right now, I'm blogging tips from Virtual Balticon, which was a sci-fi fantasy convention, and this week's post was adding love stories to genre fiction.
Ooh.
Without pissing off your, core readers. So yeah, that's me, and I like to talk.
Word.
I totally almost waved. I was like, ah!
Oh, goodness. Tamara.
Hello, my name is Tamara Woods, and I came here to finish my edits, and I didn't, but I'm so much closer, so I'm very excited for that. I will be recording Author Tube News with Kara this weekend. We were supposed to do it today, but edits, so, there's that. And also, I'll be doing a video that I was planning on doing for today, but again, edits has taken over my life.
Word.
So,
All right, Dana.
Hi, my name is Dana Gollin. I write sultry adult things, and you can find me on my website, danagollinwrites.com. You can also find me over on my YouTube channel with Oink and bunnies and all kinds of cool stuff.
She's scandalous, y'all.
Very.
CJ.
Hello, I'm CJ Blair. I'm a writer of things. You can find my free YA fantasy serial down below at the South Deer Island Chronicles, as well as my Twitter handle. I am an excellent retweeter. And yeah, that's me.
Okay. And I am Sarah Scharnerer, and this is my channel, and all of my links are down below, and all of these lovely people's links are down below as well. I do streams on Friday nights. I usually put out videos on Sunday. I was going to put out a late video last week, felt weird, so I just skipped last week. So I'm going to try to do a regular video this week. So yeah. Anyway, so I think that's all for us, and we will see you all next week on Friday, same bat time, same bat channel, at 7 p.m. Central. So, bye!
Bye.